Yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm trying to wait for a guest to go live, but fuck it, I'm just gonna go in. Look, Teofimo, you is trash, man. You've been you've been real trash lately, man, and it's a shame. It's a shame. Um, I believe in your skill set. A lot of people do it. Even the boxers that said that you lost, they believe in your skill set. You are a good fighter for certain fighters. Um, you got a lot of work to do. I'm not saying that like I'm perfect, but I'm giving you the real. These fighters that you keep overlooking, you're not really watching these fighters. You're not paying attention to how these fighters fight to be able to use what you got to be able to get a victory. Out of Cambosis was should have been your first lesson, but the second one was even worse. I felt as though since Cambosis this was going to happen again. I knew not to bet against you because you was in New York. That's a shame how you got the referees, judges, and all of the good Suleiman or whoever belt you was fighting for in your pocket. You got them in your pocket. They feel bad for you, Tio, and you draw a fan base of the crowd because your your ethnicity being as though that you're what are you Spanish, Puerto Rican, Mexican. You one of those. Not to disrespect you, I'm just saying in general. Um, and you definitely a warrior though. We're not taking nothing from you. You put on a hell of a fight every time, even when you take them losses for real, for real. Just be a man and take your losses. But it's cool. See, it's starting to become obvious what you're doing in the boxing game. Until you drawing, that means you messing up. If you don't understand Philly slang, you drawing, T.O. You drawing. Meaning, you clearly showing robberies out there. Clearly, no mask, no glove, nothing. Stick a buck. You do in your heart you can't beat that boy. You do in your heart you couldn't beat Cat Boosters. That's why you didn't fight him again. And I bet you won't fight Martin again. You moving on, right? Damn shame. If I was you, I'd be a man. I'd tell Cambosos move up and fight Cambosos again. Get that victory so I can know as a man I can beat that man. Get my shit together. That's what you need to do. It's my advice to you. Then go back and fight Martin before you even fight anybody else, bro. You're not ready for Regis. You're not ready. Regis will really hurt you, boy. Like when he talk about he hurt you, boy, you get hit one of them Jones, it's gonna be an undeniable victory. You can fight in New York, Canada, off Earth, on Earth, in the sky, out the sky, in fire, out fire, in water, out water, wherever y'all fight at. You're not gonna be able to take that shit, bro. That's real. I feel bad for you in the sense of you still ain't learned nothing yet. Sad. You still ain't learned nothing yet. You still going out here thinking that everybody gonna be fooled by your buffoonery with the antics and talking and like you know what you could do? Fight 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 Blair Cobbs or somebody. Like I think Blair Cobbs will fuck you up real bad. It's certain fighters that got cracked that you ain't gonna be able to survive. Now I'm gonna get to my point of what the whole setup is. They gonna have you see Devin. Devin gonna beat this little Lomachenko guy. And if they get past Lomachenko guy, you going straight for you. You probably have a little belt. Probably have a belt run at times where you can take your belt first. If you don't run. If you don't run around and do the Canelo moves, pivot around the black guy. I ain't being racist because I don't think you too much of a racist. You know what I mean? You probably got a grudge against certain black people or black fighters and shit like that. But I don't think you racist, T.O. You don't seem like a racist to me. You know what I mean? I don't think you're in that type of time, bro. But I think you're scared because you know the skill sets. You know what skill sets can beat you. And I commend you for always taking that challenge, even though you know it was likely you gonna lose. You should have lost. You could have lost, and really had lost, but they gave you something to win. I ain't get nobody jumping this joint in like 5 minutes, bro. So I ain't just talking to be talking. I just wanted to see how this joint is. But everybody probably sleep. I want to say shout out to my motherfucking guy Prince, aka Terrence Bud Crawford Beats, Easy, Earl, Easy, Spence. I'm sorry, I always have a problem saying his name because it's so fucking long. My brain is not trying to say all that straight real fast. It's just not happening yet. But that's my boy, aka Prince. You know what I mean? But Prince, I was over his crib, you know what I mean? They seen the Crawford fight. I'm be honest with you. That card was better as far as performance wise than what y'all said that what we assumed that we wouldn't be because we ain't know nobody. Those guys all get a salute. They put on a hell of a show. They did all they can, and it was knockouts. And rather y'all say people was tomato cans or not, one of your favorite fighters probably end up seeing one of those tomato cans because the people that punched on them is moving up. That's how I look at it. I'm not saying as a brutal thing. I'm just saying as an all around thing of boxing. If we really be real and pay attention. So, Dev, don't kill that bull. Regis, don't kill that bull. I think he know to stay the fuck away from you. He'll go to Dev before he go to you because everybody think Dev can't punch. But I think Dev gonna whoop T.O. ass like boo 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 bump him up, bruise him up. He already every time you punch T.O. he get red and show injury fast. And I think Dev hit hard enough to put injuries on that bull because he's soft. It's something about him just soft. T.O. It's something about you just soft. Pause. You know what I mean? Like you just not 100% tough. You know, your toughness is not on 100. Like if it was a boxing rating, I give your toughness about a 44. You don't even get 45. You get 44. But you're tough, but not enough. You feel me? Because you get bumped the fuck up. You want some Ben Simmons shit of boxing. You Ben Simmons of boxing. That's what you are. You're the Ben Simmons of boxing. Teofimo Lopez. And it's a damn shame because Theo, in a sense, I still like what you could be as a boxer, your potential. I hope you not turn into one of the boxers that never live up to their real potential because you're not really going in the lab and doing what you need to do right. First of all, make sure your health first is right, mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? Before you get back in any of your next moves, even before you go train, make sure that's right. Go train, get the right people to train you. You know what I mean? You won't be going through a lot of that because you got the abilities to be able to be not even get hit with a lot of that shit that be hurting you like that. If they coached you right to fight differently a little bit. That's all. I feel like um that's the best advice I can give you. And shout out to the Bull Martin, shout out to everybody in the car, shout out to Terrence Crawford, shout out to motherfucking coach. Y'all doing your thing. Everybody that came out to Terrence Crawford and everybody that, watched it and did it legally and gave them the money. Shout out to them. Um, Shout out to my boy Kareem Boxing. Shout out to my motherfucking boy Dwight. Shout out to my boy Dre. Shout out to everybody that was on the show with Prince. Y'all stay tuned. You know what I mean? I'm mad as shit nobody came, but who gives a fuck? I'm out.